Jesus married Mary Magdalene. Throughout history, the figure of Jesus Christ has been surrounded by mystery and intrigue, prompting countless questions about his life and relationships. One of the most compelling and controversial inquiries centers around the figure of Mary Magdalene. Did Jesus marry her? This question has sparked heated debates among theologians, historians, and scholars, leading to a rich tapestry of interpretations and speculation. In this blog post, we will delve into the historical evidence surrounding their relationship, examining ancient texts, cultural contexts, and contemporary scholarship. By unpacking the layers of tradition and doctrine that have shaped our understanding of Jesus and Mary Magdalene, we aim to illuminate not only the possibility of their marital bond but also the profound theological implications that such a union might entail. Join us on this enlightening journey as we unveil the truth behind a question that continues to captivate minds and hearts across the globe. 1. Setting the stage for the discussion. In the tapestry of Christian history, few figures elicit as much intrigue and speculation as Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene. Often depicted as the devoted disciple who witnessed both the crucifixion and resurrection, Mary Magdalene's role in the New Testament has long been a subject of fascination. Yet, beyond her biblical portrayal, questions abound regarding the nature of her relationship with Jesus. Did they share a bond that transcended the spiritual? Could Mary Magdalene have been more than a follower, perhaps even a wife? As we embark on this exploration, it's essential to navigate the complex interplay of historical evidence, theological beliefs, and cultural narratives that shape our understanding of these two pivotal figures. Theories surrounding their relationship have surfaced throughout history, from the whispers of early Christian texts to modern interpretations popularized by novels and films. These discussions invite us to consider not just the evidence or lack thereof but also the implications of such a revelation on our understanding of Jesus' life and mission. In this introduction, we will set the stage for a thorough examination of the historical documents, apocryphal texts, and scholarly debates that inform this age-old question. By delving into the nuances of religious tradition and historical context, we aim to provide a balanced perspective that respects both faith and inquiry. Let us journey together through the layers of history and belief to unveil the truth behind one of the most provocative questions in religious discourse. Did Jesus marry Mary Magdalene? 2. Overview of Mary Magdalene's role in the New Testament. Mary Magdalene is a figure of remarkable significance in the New Testament, often portrayed as a devoted follower of Jesus Christ. Her presence is woven throughout the Gospels, where she emerges not only as a witness to pivotal moments in Jesus' ministry but also as a symbol of redemption and faith. The New Testament identifies her as a woman who had been possessed by 7 demons, from which Jesus freed her, thereby establishing a transformative relationship that would shape her life and mission. Luke 8:22. Mary's role is most prominently featured in the accounts of the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus. While many of the disciples fled in fear, Mary remained steadfast at the foot of the cross, embodying loyalty and courage during one of the most harrowing moments in Christian history. John 19:25. However, it is her encounter with the risen Christ that cements her importance in the narrative. In the Gospel of John, Mary is the first to witness the empty tomb and is entrusted with the monumental task of delivering the news of Jesus' resurrection to the disciples. John 20:11-18. This pivotal moment not only underscores her vital role in the early Christian community but also highlights her as the apostle to the apostles, a title that speaks to her authority and significance. Throughout history, Mary Magdalene has been a subject of fascination and speculation. Her portrayal in various texts and traditions has evolved, often colored by cultural perceptions of femininity and spirituality. Some early Christian writings depict her as a wise teacher, while others have attempted to conflate her with other biblical women, leading to a muddled understanding of her true identity and contributions. As we explore the question of whether Jesus and Mary Magdalene had a marital relationship, it's essential to consider her multifaceted role in the New Testament. Understanding her significance as a devoted disciple and her unique experiences with Jesus can provide deeper insights into the theological implications of their relationship, as well as the broader context of women's roles in early Christianity. 3. Historical context. Jewish marriage customs in the 1st century. To fully understand the possibility of a marital relationship between Jesus and Mary Magdalene, it is crucial to delve into the historical context of Jewish marriage customs in the 1st century. During this time, marriages were not mere personal choices but were deeply rooted in social, religious, and familial traditions, making them significant events within the community. In ancient Jewish culture, marriages were arranged by families, with the groom negotiating a bride price, or moher, to compensate for the bride's labor and companionship. This emphasized the union as a sacred bond involving both families and communities. Marriages were formalized with a ketubah, a contract ensuring the wife's rights and security. For men in the Jewish society of Jesus' time, marrying was not only an expectation, but also a sign of maturity and responsibility. Young men were encouraged to marry by the age of 18, and the religious significance of procreation played a central role in the matrimonial narrative. Children were seen as blessings, vital for the continuation of lineage and community. In this societal backdrop, the notion of Jesus remaining unmarried could carry significant implications. As a rabbi and a figure of authority, his marital status or lack thereof might have positioned him in a unique light. However, it is essential to note that some historical texts suggest that non-marriage could also be viewed as a sign of spiritual devotion, setting him apart from societal norms. Moreover, the role of women in first-century Jewish society must not be overlooked. While women were often relegated to domestic roles, figures like Mary Magdalene challenged the traditional narrative. Her prominent presence in the Gospels and her close association with Jesus suggests a level of influence and agency that was atypical for women of that era. Examining first-century Jewish marriage customs reveals cultural expectations around marriage during Jesus' time. This helps us understand his personal life and interactions with women, especially Mary Magdalene, while raising questions about faith, culture, and relationships in early Christianity. 4. The sources. Examining biblical texts and apocryphal writings to explore whether Jesus married Mary Magdalene, we must first examine historical texts, particularly the canonical Gospels Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. These sources offer no explicit evidence of a marital relationship, portraying Mary as a devoted follower and witness to Jesus' ministry and resurrection. The lack of a marriage narrative in these key texts prompts questions about their relationship. The exploration extends beyond the canonical Gospels. Apocryphal writings, like the Gospel of Philip, offer alternative views. This 3rd-century Gnostic text refers to Mary Magdalene as Jesus' companion, hinting at a deeper, possibly intimate bond. Descriptions, such as her being the one who knew the all, suggest a special connection, though scholars debate its significance. Other writings, such as the Gospel of Mary and the Pistis Sophia, also depict Mary Magdalene in a light that suggests she held a prominent role among Jesus' followers, often engaging in theological discussions and receiving teachings that were not imparted to the male disciples. These texts challenge traditional views by presenting a strong female figure who possessed insight and understanding of Jesus' message, further complicating the narrative surrounding her relationship with him. As we sit through these sources, it becomes crucial to consider the historical and cultural context in which they were produced. Many scholars argue that the portrayal of Mary Magdalene in early Christianity reflects the evolving role of women in the church, as well as the theological battles of the early Christian community. The interpretations of these texts, therefore, are not merely academic exercises but are interwoven with the beliefs and power dynamics of the time. In examining the biblical texts alongside apocryphal writings, we find ourselves at a crossroads of faith, history, and interpretation. The truth about the relationship between Jesus and Mary Magdalene may be more nuanced than a simple yes or no. It invites us to reflect on the complexities of their interactions and the implications these narratives have for both historical understanding and contemporary theological discourse. 5. The Gospel of Mary. Insights in Controversious Gospel of Mary, a text attributed to Mary Magdalene, offers a fascinating glimpse into early Christian thought and the role of women in the faith. Discovered in the late 19th century and part of a collection known as the Nag Hammadi Library, this gospel is a non-canonical work that presents a unique perspective on Jesus' teachings and Mary's pivotal role as a disciple. In this text, Mary Magdalene emerges not only as a close follower of Jesus but also as a source of deep spiritual insight. The Gospel portrays her in a light that contrasts sharply with the traditional narratives found in the New Testament, where women often occupy subordinate roles. Instead, the Gospel of Mary presents her as a leader who possesses knowledge and understanding that surpasses even that of the male disciples. The Gospel of Mary is controversial, with scholars debating its authenticity and teachings. Some say it challenges early Christian male-dominated hierarchies, while others link it to Gnostic thought, considered heretical by Orthodox Christians. Its depiction of Mary as a teacher questions the early church's view on female authority in spiritual matters. Moreover, the text's fragmented nature, only part of it has survived, leaves much open to interpretation. This has led to various readings of Mary's relationship with Jesus, further fueling speculation about their potential marital connection. For those exploring the possibility of a deeper bond between Jesus and Mary Magdalene, the Gospel of Mary serves as a compelling yet enigmatic piece of the puzzle. This gospel challenges conventional narratives, urging a reconsideration of Mary Magdalene's role in Jesus' life and early Christianity. It offers insights into faith, gender, and authority in the early church, shedding light on both historical and modern spiritual practices. In conclusion, the question "Did Jesus marry Mary Magdalene?" presents a complex mix of historical evidence, theological implications, and cultural narratives. While no definitive proof exists, various interpretations highlight the significance of their relationship in Christianity. Whether viewed as symbolic or possibly real, the discussion encourages deeper reflection on love, companionship, and spirituality. We invite you to continue exploring and questioning these enriching mysteries. Thank you for joining us.